Let's talk Women Talk.
That sound of silence which robbed my voice and brought on the inner songs of bliss. I am that.
Anthea Ong is a true survivor. Once in the corporate world, she now uses everything in her power to help and inspire others. What gives this incredible woman the strength to walk down this new path in life? Now, from someone who had it all figured out, and you were running a very successful business and you had to give that all up and go through a really difficult divorce at the same time, how do you manage to pull yourself out of that very difficult situation?
What I remember very vividly was just really feeling that deep sense of loss, of despair, and strangely, a sense of relief that there's no more these responsibilities. That deep sense of vulnerability actually gave me so much power. And that power came from knowing that I was so barren and realizing I'm still alive. Clearly, I am not defined by a CEO title or what everyone thinks of me, but by what's inside me. And what's inside me, I'm not lost. Now, the way I live my life is based on my values and the qualities that I know.
So you are a life coach, a social entrepreneur, yoga instructor. Why is this work that you do now so important and valuable to you?
I'm given all these gifts and skills and abilities because I am meant to be of use to the community. I mean, actually, you always receive more than you give. So, you are eventually the biggest beneficiary. Then your life is just all meaning, and that's eternal.
So I really love the way you think, the way you see the world, and this certain wisdom that is about you. Where does this come from?
My practice of mindfulness through meditation, through yoga, that really gives you a sense of place and it grounds you. I think that also came from having lost so much and then realizing that the world was not how I saw it.
So tell us more about Hush, this amazing silent revolution that you've created.
So Hush is a social movement. We are trying to bring the worlds of the deaf and the hearing together. I wanted to challenge the notion of disability. If a space of silence is created when no spoken words are needed, then where is their disability and who is the disabled one? What inspired me to start Hush was I was literally saved by silence through meditation. When we have folks who get in touch with that part of themselves that is vulnerable, sweet, tender, that would be my favorite part.
So you work with a lot of the deaf T-Ristas. What made you feel a certain affinity towards them?
They have taught me so much about just being fully present when you are connecting with each other. And that, I think, is just beautiful. They shared that they are not hearing impaired, they are deaf. And they said that hearing impaired is a medical term, while deaf is an identity. Having been born with an eye defect, I know what it's like to be labeled different. But when we take away the mainstream of spoken words, then the label of disability doesn't hold anymore.
So what are your hopes and dreams for Hush TeaBar?
That Hush would go way beyond me and will completely be run by our friends from the deaf community.
So Anthea, what is empowerment to you?
Empowerment is not about what we can give to the other person. It's what we do that creates the conditions that supports how that person realizes their potential as a human being.
Anthea's selflessness in her newfound mission is not only heartwarming, but proves that struggles in life can only make us stronger. Her new lease on life is a testament that no pain comes without a purpose, and that while we should always move forward from what hurt us, we should never forget what it teaches us.